Welcome everyone. Welcome back. Hello. Hope you are having a good week. It's your boy Channel Peace with another session of Avowed. We last left off finding the ambassador and what's left of the Claviger. Unfortunately, he didn't make it because he got mauled by a Dream Scourge infected um, bear who seemed very tough. But we managed to take him down. And now we're making our way back to Paradise so we can meet with ambassador at the embassy. Further ado, let's jump back at it and see where Vaelion has gone in this adventure. That's a loud bird for Mike to be picking up with that. Boo, 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 boo.
Old fella who used to live here ended up in one of those shanties by the dock. Now I see why.
Oh. Soft branch. What are those? Let me see. Haha, I got it before you did. Sorry, Kai. Did I steal your thunder? Nice. Oh. You're not gonna need that. That's for sure. What's in there? Kai, you with me?
That looks valuable. Want to do the honors and open it?
No, takes one lockpick though. That'd be funny if there's some lockpicks in this, just to reimburse you for using your lockpick with interest. Nothing here. Looks like we got jump here. Ooh. We wouldn't want that. Alright. You know what to do.
Aye, aye. The Living Lands is scattered with old Pargrunan ruins like this. Good builders and explorers. Now, the last of them live in an old keep in Galawain's tusks. Silence never taken kindly to settlers.
Oh.
Glad you're on my side.
No. Kai. Huh? Ooh. That was close, that was close, that was
I was
close.
just getting warmed up.
Same here. Nice. Ooh, shiny. Boots of bricklayer. Winning. Okay. Part 2. Alright. Nice. Ooh.
Hey, that looks like a totem to your burned queen.
Alright, that makes 2 of them.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by. Quick and quiet.
Don't mess with us! Over here!
Ooh.
Coming from your right! You're gonna regret this!
Whoa.
To your left!
Oh. die together. Oh wait, kind of.
Despite the name, the Living Lands isn't an easy place to make a life. But it breeds resourcefulness.
What does bootleg wine have to do with anima?
Hide it under the wine and nobody will look for it. Honestly, it's not a bad...
How did you get in there?
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
Should I be worried about what I'm seeing?
Not anymore. We have the situation in hand.
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out, he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
I don't see any equipment around here.
We threw it in the river.
We?
The point is, we didn't want anyone to reassemble it. They've got more opportunists than mushrooms out here. In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Did you find anything, note on that body?
Haven't searched him yet. We were only meant to be keeping watch, you understand? You're welcome to take a look if you think you'll find anything useful.
I'll ask you to refrain from using the lift, though.
Your commander sent a message that I'd be coming. Didn't you receive it?
No.
Did that carrier pigeon get lost again?
Stupid flying rat. Apologies, Envoy. Go ahead.
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
Some cheese, dagger. Switch. Ooh.
You take lead.
Here they come.
Another down.
We make a good squad.
Indeed we do. Indeed we do.
Hope you don't mind spiders.
How'd you do that?
This one's mine.
Wait,
Who's ready for more? Here it comes.
left button.
Coming in hot.
Still girl tablet. Maybe check through here. Get through there. Good thing I saw that.
Stand back.
Right behind you. Ready, aim.
Nice.
Here they come. Oh, more dragons. Whoa!
Nice to see you again. How can Walter be of assistance?
Found this with your name on it.
I'm sorry, I don't buy... That's it. That's my amulet. Agatha gave me this. We had a fight, and she accused me of throwing it away before we left Deerwood. I did bring it with me, but I lost it while I was out, procuring more wares. I can't believe you found it.
What is it worth to you?
It's priceless to me, friend, but almost worthless to anyone else. But I can offer a small reward. A finder's fee, if you will.
You take it.
How can I even thank you? You don't know the weight you've lifted from my heart.
That's far enough, Outlander.
Ooh. Sounds like we got a challenge here. You calling me out?
Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself.
Who are you?
I'm your death, swift and subtle, like a blade in the dark. And this here is Pod.
Hello.
Well, I can see which of you two is the poet. Unfortunately, you're both short on common sense.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our fair city.
You'd better take a step back than whatever I might have be catching.
Ooh, keep talking and it'll be my fist you catch, Outlander.
Boss, maybe this ain't such a good idea.
Shut it, Pod. Let me do the talking.
Doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal.
Hey Pod, you're no killer. Get out of here and I'll let you off with a warning.
That isn't going anywhere. Are you, kid?
I don't know.
Think of it this way. You aren't her first lackey or her last.
Is that true?
Well...
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander, I'm coming after you.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
One for you!
I will pay handsome bounty for information on the Indian ambassador, their daily schedule, their preferred wine. Nothing is beneath our interests, and everything has a price.
Another win, but who's counting?
Pod? Where'd he go? I saw him run up this way. There he is.
Sorry about what happened earlier.
What's this?
Banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in bird shit. Must have washed ashore from parts unknown. This is the banner of Cadnua, a fine castle in the Eastern Reach. Not so fine anymore, is it? According to legend, one of the gods destroyed it. Then the lord or lady returned from the dead, seeking vengeance. That's where the story gets interesting. Romance, sword fights, explosions, dragons. Strange tale if you ask me. Never did hear how it ended.
What about this one? Deerwood banners.
But there's an inspiration. The Deerwood is a beacon of resistance against those who would oppress. No offense.
Wow. Because the Adirian Empire oppresses people? Is that what you're saying?
The Pearl Coast used to be a home to many of my people's cities. These days, all you'll find there are ruins and lost souls.
Oh, I'm sorry. How about this one?
I've heard Durgan's battery is still an impressive fortress, despite being abandoned.
And this one?
Some people romanticize these leeches for some reason. If you ask me, the Principe deserve the same noose as any other pirates.
I knew it. Pronounced it as Principe. Because the way the guy earlier with this accent talked.
The Republics are the leading minds in the world when it comes to animancy. Though Fior might have a thing or two to say about that.
This one?
Many outsiders consider the Juana to be a single culture. In truth, they're made up of dozens of tribes, each with their own traditions and beliefs.
And this one?
I know little about Abet. What I've heard is dubious. A desert nation where Orlan masters lord over their Aumaua slaves. Sounds bizarre.
And this one?
They say the savannas of Ishamatal are home to countless herds of wild
Ishamatal.
horses. I've never seen a horse, but they sound like impressive beasts. While I'm sure the forests of Ir Glanfath must be a sight to see, I doubt they'd come close to the wilds of the living lands.
And this one?
I respect the gods, and normally they don't frighten me. Eothas, however, he terrifies me, as do those who follow him despite the atrocities he's committed. Hard to know what to think of the raid Sarens after all that's happened. How long until the next wait one rises?
And this one?
There's a reason folks refer to this place as Old Vaelion now. Not much is grand about this fractured empire anymore. Paradise. That a settlement should last so long in the living lands is nothing short of miraculous.
And this one?
Rawatai, an empire that could give even Adir pause. The storms that rack their shores have calmed, but they're still a sight to behold.
Hey, don't give Rawatai's admirals any ideas. They've sent fleets for less.
And Adir.
Many others complain about your people taking over. I get it, but We could do with a bit more order around these parts.
True.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Captain Cedric.
Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you.
Thank you, Captain. You've been very helpful.
Just doing my job. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, Envoy.
What? No parting words from me after all the time we spent together?
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now, right?
Envoy!
Life was stream.
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
Something tells me I'm not in the living lands anymore. Where am I?
A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive.
Death comes for all mortal. It's alright. I just wish I knew how.
Our beloved, They stole the bloom from your branch. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind.
Hopefully the next life is kinder to me and my killer, wherever they are.
They hurt you, but we do not hear rage hissing in you like a serpent. Why?
There's no point in hanging on to anger. All I can do is move on.
Soften. Quiet. You would accept the winter before spring, but you do not understand. Your soul is imprisoned here, as are we. But we can help you. We could send you back. Just this once.
But what about you? Must be a way we can get you out too.
You think of us, with your own escape so near. We are moved and decided. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison.
Whoever you are, thank you.
You are ours. We tend to the sprout on the bough. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
Oh, hold on. Okay. And whoever you are.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands.
It's going to take more than a little murder to keep me down.
You're alive, somehow. That's what counts.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill.
The voice brought me back. I'm sure of it.
Don't suppose this would be the same one you heard earlier?
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died.
About that. How am I alive?
Sure. All I did was stitch you together. Your soul did the heavy lifting.
The metaphysical heavy lifting, anyway. What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Look at us, rambling on like you're still the bloodied corpse.
This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul.
How do we know this watcher can't be trusted?
Well, she doesn't accept payment. All you have to lose is your time. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job.
I'll find the watcher. Just point me in the right direction.
Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you.
Thank you, Liviana.
Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy.
I'll report to Ambassador Hilgard right away.
I suppose following the chain of command will soothe his worries. Either way, I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up.
Sorry to have dragged you in.
Hey, my schedule was clear. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. Sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone.
And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Hey, I had a dream about you. In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside.
Letter from your Miss Neighbor. Alright, folks. Let's get this show on with.
Envoy.
The hunters set that up as a way to earn some extra coin.
Bounty.
You're a brave soul, Envoy. Spiders are bad enough as is, let alone big mean bastards like Nasib.
Nasib. Hey, I'm taking care of these two.
Oh, Octo. Now that's a dwarf with a chip on his shoulder. Heard he burnt the last ones that went after him alive.
Wow.
Gone the ogre then. Reckon he's the most dangerous bounty we've got. Be careful.
East of Shantytown on Guns Ridge.
Tempestuous Luandi caught your eye, huh? Watch yourself. Her aim is as sharp as her wit.
Okay.
Ain't many ways into that camp from what I've heard. You might want to consider trying to find one. A frontal assault would be mighty reckless.
Gotcha.
A pleasure, Envoy. I'm Aldrich, the Bounty Master of Paradise. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Speak to me when you've got something to turn in.
How did you become a bounty master of Paradise?
Hey, someone had to take the job. Ensuring that these threats to the good people of Paradise are eliminated is my way of helping. I guess I consider it my first steps down a long road to...
Way ahead of you, being ready to collect.
Show it here.
Nasi has been slain.
I don't envy you having gone into that horrid place, but I'm thankful you did so.
Wasn't that bad. Often won't be burning anyone else ever again.
Good. Too many good men and women died because of that bastard. May he face Magran's fires in his next life.
Goodbye.
Here, you hear?
That one will become helpful.
Yeah, so close. But what's the point? It's useless without that Adra.
Sapiento de Falva.
Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us.
What do you know about godlike?
I know we had one or two disappear lately. Gods took them back, I heard. Just another sign, I guess. You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it.
Okay. Trust me, I've been neck deep in madness since I arrived.
I would say welcome to the living lands, but things have gotten even stranger lately. Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but I suppose the gods had other ideas.
We fought a strange bear in Strangler. Maybe this is connected.
Ah, quite likely. Tell me, was it drooling? I'd love to... never mind. Neither here nor there. No one knows how best to describe it, but we can all see it. Something is distorting the life around here. And I hoped to stop it.
And you feel you have the answer?
Possibly, yes. But now I can't begin my tests without my main reagent. I have everything I need, but the most important part. The luminous Adra, to cleanse the souls of the wildlife. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath.
Maybe there's something we can do to help.
His point. I'll take any help I can get. My friends must have lied. Or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it.
And you think the Adra could cure the affliction?
people of Deadfire have been refining Luminis Adra for its health benefits for gods know how long. If anything can cure this affliction, that's it.
If we find our friends, we find the Adra.
Best of luck with that. I saw them briefly not too long ago, looking shifty and desperate. They were running around the Paradise, talking to other scholars in the area. Ganeth and Remio, I believe. And an older lady. Don't recall her name.
Tracking down unscrupulous smugglers is our specialty.
I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's from the acrid fumes I inhaled earlier. Any Luminis Adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were falling from the sky.
Flatulence. You're welcome.
Come on. Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You can do this.
You're right?
You don't have to say anything. The letter will do the talking for you.
You seem nervous. Is something wrong?
Sort of. Maybe you can help. I was seeing this girl, Nasha, down at the bathhouse. I'm sure it was just business at first, but we fell in love.
Oh.
I haven't been in a while, though. And the thing is, I've met someone else.
Oh. All you can do is let her down gently.
I know. It's the least she deserves. I wrote her a letter, but I'm too cowardly to deliver it. If you're headed that way, would you mind giving it to her?
This can't be easy.
Thank you. I used to wonder why no one talked about this. Now I understand. Nasha should be working right now. The place is called the Mermaid's Den. It's the big one with the balcony and the round window.
Good.
Wish that sawbones would hurry up. I gotta... Wow.
You alright?
It's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs.
You look like a bear tear. Tried to have you for lunch. What happened?
My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot, but no place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy.
I could be faster than the ambassador's soldiers. Where's your team now?
Descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. Posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass.
Well reported. I'll see your people safely return.
Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
Yeah, you're welcome. Garrick?
You died. But you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you. Still...
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet. Kai.
Each?
I'm surprised they let you in here.
Wow. I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
You two know each other?
I wouldn't say that. He's just curious company for you to keep.
Say more.
It's nothing like that. You run into all sorts of characters around here, is all. Some more polite than others.
I think there's more to the story here.
Well,
Kai?
Come on, it's funny. Tej caused a ruckus last time he was slumming it at the Ballarrock. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right. I had to put you outside.
You threw me into the canal.
You lived.
That water's filthy. I had the runs for 3 days.
Odds, Tej. The Envoy doesn't need to know that.
Did you really try to kill someone, Tej?
The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide. Or he'd think we were all marks.
It was over a dice game, right? Each here has a gambling problem.
Great. Let's air all my troubles. Is there anything else?
Bartender sleeping with your girlfriend.
You're lying.
You sure about that?
We'll talk about this later.
I'm not breaking up with her for you. Just so we're clear.
It's more than enough. Thank you. Was there anything I could help you with, Envoy?
Come on, Tej. You're not going to stand up to Kai?
7-foot-tall Almawa with biceps the size of my head? No, I am not.
Adderer, you know I'm barely over 6.5.
How about you answer some questions for me, Tej?
Naturally, sir. How can I help you?
I've been hearing a lot about this Inquisitor Ludwig.
Consider yourself lucky. Inquisitor Ludwig is the commander of the Steel Garrote in Paradise. Were you to ask her, she'd say she keeps the peace. But she doesn't keep it so much as prosecute it. As ruthlessly as the ambassador will let her. She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign in the Deathfire, where she died.
She's a Death Guard. Well, that explains a lot.
I don't know what happened to her there, but I suppose Wodica wasn't done with her yet.
What was she like before she became a Death Guard?
I only met her once. She was a mid-level member of the Steel Garrote then, chasing Oathbreakers who'd fled Adiran law. She'd come back to the Imperial archives to borrow a map to a place called Oathbinder's Sanctum. I remember she was furious because the map was quite poor. She worried about finding the place, about properly executing her duty to her god. She wanted, I think, to do a good job. So, while clearly she has changed, in some sense, I'd say she's much the same.
Interesting. Never counted an actual Death Guard. I thought they were figures out of old stories.
Death Guards are surpassingly rare. Some of the secretaries who traveled with our dignitaries in the Deathfire spoke of one named Iser, a devotee of Berith, who guards the hanging sepulchres there. No others except those I've read about in the histories, or, as you say, in stories. They are people, most often paladins or priests, so devoted to a cause that they simply refuse to pass on to the wheel when they die. Their soul haunts their body. The passion required to sustain them devours their flesh, and they swiftly turn to bone. I've never read a history nor tale of a Death Guard that did not end with them going quite mad. When they lose their capacity to care for anything but their cause, they cannot love. And when they cannot love, they cannot be merciful. And so everything before them becomes only an obstacle.
What the goddess of the Ludwig's chosen a challenging patron?
Do you think so? I've always found her inflexibility comforting. Boudica's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, and give fealty to the Emperor, then you have pleased her, and I aim to please. But Boudica does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again. Her every request is a test, and her every test is an opportunity to disappoint her. I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given to me for free. Should you ever need me, I will be here. Safe travels, Envoy.
Can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviona's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
As fierce as a drake in the rut.
Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor?
You are ambassador.
Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
His Majesty is concerned the crown's efforts in Living Lands could be jeopardized by the Grim Scourge.
With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
Maybe it's something to do with my godlike nature.
At this point, I can't rule anything out. We're in uncharted waters. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
I'll get to the bottom of the Dream Scourge Ambassador, whatever it takes.
Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
As she should be.
They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
Killing me was bold. I'll give it to her.
Indeed. The killer sent a message, but this is our chance to send one in return. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisian rebels must face justice.
I'll be the one to decide the punishment, if any.
The choice is yours, as will be the consequences. All I ask is that you use your best judgment.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
The local expert is exactly what we need.
Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the Living Lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing, the health of your soul is another.
Liviana suggested I visit a watcher.
An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
I always do.
Oh, I wish I could see the killer's face when they realize the hunter has become the hunted. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Right. By Marius. Find the watcher.
Well, I can't say I've met one like you before, but I'm sure you hear that all the time.
Any dwarven smugglers come by here recently? They might have seemed a bit concerned.
Oh, heavens no. I would never treat with such folk. But I know who would. Look for Remio up in the Pearl District, and who knows where Adelgund wandered off to now.
Got you. Let's see here. Balor.
Don't go starting trouble.
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Seen 1,000 of you roaming back home in Adid. Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Interesting. Let's see how this plays out.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
Your friend looks like he has this well under control.
I think this is about to get interesting.
Blasted Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. Paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramp should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Widow's Kiss is a powerful venom, but it's only deadly if it's injected.
You know your stuff, but I doubt they do.
Envoy, you see? Will you stand by and allow this maniac to poison a fellow subject of the Emperor?
You'll survive as long as you run away now.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
Wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
That was interesting.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran Envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person.
What just happened? Widow's Kiss is only harmful if it's injected.
You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a nim dude, he thought he was doomed.
Yeah, nim dude.
And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Adir must be rough.
I must suggest you use Hangman's Tear next time.
Smart. The effects are more widely known. Let their imagination run wild on them. Noted. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
Exactly. Do you know how we could find them?
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left that we can use to track them.
What would we be looking for at the town gate?
Bloodstains, footprints, darts left behind. If we find anything at all, we can find your assassins. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
He called me a mall cool. I saw him like that. It's cool. Nice.
See, Marius? Told you I wasn't ready to hang it up yet.
I had it under control, Amakul. But thanks.
Ah, it's the principle of the thing. Now, what'll it be?
Do you really let people use this spell openly here?
As opposed to what?
It's not for me to judge. I'm just curious.
Some of my crewmates smoked it when I sailed with the Principe. Figured if any of them ever washed up here, they'd want a place to land.
I'm interested in what you know.
If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it.
Alright. What can you tell me for this?
There's a rumor about a valuable Pargroon stash north of here. You didn't hear that from me, though.
What else can you tell me?
I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn. They're blocking the roads off, and they won't tell anybody why.
Sounds good. Now, what are you selling? Ooh, we got some lockpick. Perception. Constitute. Intellect. Yeah, 8 lockpicks, good. Ooh. Don't mind if I take these. After what you charged me for. Thank you. Let's put it back out here.
Marius!
Wow's eyes. That reeks.
Good job, Marius.
What's that?
Nice. I like this. Slows down for a bit. Nice.
That cartographer mentioned this spot in their letter. Let's take a look around.
You take lead.
Whoa!
Ain't that Marius?
Oh. I didn't know we were challenging each other because I would have. Nice.
Looks like a piece of a totem of some kind. What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
See? You're doing it now.
Well, now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. I'm just making it worse.
Listen, this is something I never thought I'd have to ask, but can we talk about you coming back from the dead?
We can talk, but I don't fully understand what happened earlier either.
To be honest, this would be weirder if you did. All I know is that you were very dead for a while. By the time I got you to Liviana's, I don't think you had a pulse. You certainly weren't breathing.
You must have spent 20 minutes as a corpse on one of her cots before you just came back.
What did you see while you were gone? What do you remember?
From the beginning, I left my body. My soul was pulled toward Audra.
Watchers say souls can linger between this world and the beyond for a time. I've seen Runid talk to them a few times, almost in a trance. What happened next?
My soul traveled through the beyond, a part of it. Anyway. No, actually, I finally encountered someone in the beyond.
Wait. Someone? Who was it? Or what was it?
It's the same voice I've heard in the Audra, in the Stranger Group.
Well, that's good. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had two cryptic entities clamoring for your attention. So, someone is reaching out to you from the beyond. They saved you from death, and now they want you to free them from wherever they are. Do you trust them?
I don't know. I need to understand more about them first.
That's wise. Well, even in the land of the strange, you have had the strangest experience I've ever heard of, and you haven't even left Dawnshore. That's quite a feat.
I'd rather discover an exciting new monster of some kind.
There's still time. So, this whole time you were in the beyond, and then you were just sent back.
There's something you want to ask, just ask.
Do you think there's a way to bring people back from the dead?
I don't really understand what happened to me, but I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. Still, thanks for humoring me. You must be tired. I know I am. Hopefully that Watcher Runid will have some answers for us. For now, let's get some rest.
How long have the rebels been active in Paradise?
Rebellion's more like our natural state of being in the living lands. People on the island don't much like being told what to do. In fact, many come here specifically for that reason.
And they've been wary of Ambassador Hilgard bringing enduring laws and enduring blades.
And the Stilgarrot. Ludwine and her paladins have been busy in the hinterlands. It's all rumor and speculation, but I don't think they're making your cause any friends.
Sounds like rappers risk turning people against Adir.
I think you're right. I don't know that these rebels are all that organized yet. But where there's foam, there's rocks, as the saying goes.
Yes, oh, good. Good night.
Night, Envoy.
No offense, but you leave a pretty wide trail, Envoy.
Only when I'm not trying to hide it.
Well, maybe you should try to cover your trail more often. An Adiran official who's new in town turns a lot of heads, especially when they're traveling with a Nim dude like Kai.
Kai says you knew each other from before?
Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I advised him not to. I'm here to find your assassins. Maybe help you avoid being killed again in the future. My guess is you'll need a guide once you leave Paradise, too. They say I'm the best there is.
I'm sure we have a lot to teach one another.
Right. This ought to be interesting. Yeah, anyway, enough chat. I'm sure you have things to do. Anyway.
That's enough for now. Get some rest.
2.
Look, Marius, if you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm all right.
If you ever change your mind, the offer stands.
Okay, Amakul. I'll keep that in mind. By the way, I never met that Orlan girl before in my life.
What Orlan girl?
You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peaks? With the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah. Nice eyes, chipped tooth. Thinking about her again, huh?
You thought we had a past or something. But I'd never seen her before in my life.
We could see her again if you want. I think she liked you.
Well, anyway, just wanted to clear that up. Yeah, a good talk.
Some women like the brooding, mysterious types. You just gotta work on your small talk.
The wood echoes, strangled suffering. We knew this creature.
You'd speak to me in my dreams too.
The Adra hums beneath the moon. The bear, the rot in the heart. Did its beauty sing to you?
The bear I put down? I suppose it instead had a kind of beauty.
Wilt, then grow again. What gleams cannot be a monster? We wish you had not killed it.
It was the bear hormone. Really? The bear was sick. There was nothing I could do.
Cull the sickness, clear the rot. Kill one to save the other. Still. Violets and the stars. We wish for both.
Sadly, it doesn't work that way.
Must all we love turn to ash? Can we not save it?
Sometimes the only mercy you can offer is death.
Mercy like a knife. It hunts all of us. God, mortal, beauty. Sleep now. We ponder.
A few things in this. That looks like a good spot. to have a little fortress. Or hideout, whatever you call it.
Quiet, Nimdut.
You just call me dude.
Not sure who lived here before. Looks like something you'd see in Emerald Stair.
Keep your guard up. They don't look like the type to negotiate.
Last time. Fair. Get him back.
On foot, on your right.
I know.
Coming from your right.
I see that, Kai. Are you getting my back or you let this guy hit me? Switch up, switch up. Whoa!
Give me a target. I can't. That's more like it.
Ooh, that was rough.
We're on your right.
Over here.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
say hang in there, but man.
Isn't that the herb those Adira refugees need?
Nice.
Unseen, unheard. Well done! Nothing like a win with a good team.
You could say that.
Never saw it coming.
Thoughts and whispers, we feel them rumble beneath the surface. We smell conflict. Kith turn on kith. We do not understand.
People will always fight over something. It's just a question of what.
They come on foreign ships, exiles grafted from other trees. The salt clings to their hair, the scent of distant shores to their skin.
Most of them come for a better life.
New growth from dead wood. Why?
I don't know. You start again?
A new season. Wipe the slate. But the ground stirs. New roots seek to grow taller than the old. They bring banners, arrows, swords. What do they seek from us?
All I know is that Adieu should tread carefully.
The Claviger's blood on the breeze. Wolves fighting for territory. Is the instinct to conquer innate?
I wish they could find a way to resolve things peacefully.
Tranquility. The fox befriends the hound. Could it be true? Wait. We have forgotten something. A memory we misplaced. We reach for it. It calls to us.
Memory of what kind?
Past. Theirs. Ours. The layers of the land. Whispers in the eastern wilds. This is all we know. We learn much. Sleep now. Dream of warm tides and purple leaves.
So-called godless people. Disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
Marius. Nothing. Not even notes.
First rule of godless ruins, don't touch anything.
We have been here before. Does the new earth settle beneath your feet?
I see no footprint, but my own. Do animals avoid this place?
They flee the roar of thunder. It shakes the birds out of the trees. Even now, they smell fear.
What do you have to be afraid of?
Now our memory is a wound, reopened.
What do you remember?
For generations, the Akita wandered the land, seeds in the wind. Storm had tossed them to our shores. They were branches without roots. Then you, Kishimal, were born with our face. Our flowers bloomed in your hair. People saw a sign of greatness.
Duty.
An obligation. A sacrifice for the whole. Your life was not your own. The elders trained you not as a child, but as a paragon. They expected everything. They forgave nothing. The responsibility was like a stone. Help us remember, Kishimal. How did you bear the weight?
I like the bottom too. Number 3 sounds more like me. I rebelled. I would decide my own destiny, not the circumstances of my birth.
Your defiance inspired others to seek new traditions, new ideas. The more that you resisted your calling, the more you fulfilled it. When you came of age, turmoil stirred. Lightning split the bark. Some, tired of their exile, they wanted to return to their ancestral lands.
They were misguided. Our prospects lay in front of us, not behind.
You both wanted the best for your people. How could you reconcile? A bud opened. A comet streaked across the sky. You had a vision. You dreamed of a city where the sea swept into the wood, a place to flourish, to gather, more than a settlement, a home. What did you envision in your fitful sleep, Kishimal?
Wide roads, open gates, docks that would welcome the world.
The Akita could not remain isolated if they were to thrive. They needed to open their arms to each other, and to outsiders as well. So the carpenters and masons set out, but we resisted them. What was a wall to a trailing vine? An arch to a mighty oak?
I told them to build in harmony with nature, even if the city was not as grand.
The Akita's fate hung by spider silk. You knew you must adapt. Months became years, and the people stood in awe of what they built. It eclipsed the lands of their ancestors. Its spires challenged the clouds. How did you feel as you gazed upon your masterwork?
I want to say proud, but I believe there's always more to do. I only saw more to be done.
Your greatest trial awaited you. The people reasoned that the one who had built the city should lead it. A chorus of their voices joined in one. Another wait. Some claimed that this was the destiny your birth foretold. Tell us. us, Ishmael? How did you lead?
I listened to the people. I was concerned. Even when my body cried out for rest. That sounds fine. Yeah.
The enormity of your task humbled you. We should like that to be our way. In time, others came to understand your new season. They saw that mercy would bear fruit, that even their own hearts could change. So your reign passed, a year into an age. The seas rose and fell until one day, nothing. Silence.
What happened?
We see ash. Devastation. A lifetime reduced to dust. We can remember no more, no matter how far we reach back.
Were we invaded? Were we conquered?
It is fruitless. A void. A tremor in the Adra. Perhaps it should not be known. Yet one shape shines through the canopy of our memory. A face amid the rubble. You, Ishmael. What became of you?
My people rescued me from the devastation.
They wept with joy as they extracted you. A long night lay before them, but the leader they loved remained. As the earth settled, we felt their hope in the darkness, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Envoy. Oh, gods. Thought maybe we'd lost you for a minute there. You are here, right?
I am now. Oh. Why can't it be just a sword and stone? It's more than.
One for you!
Oh, I've been shot for you.
Target. Over here!
Well met. Feel free to partake of Wodika's favor.
Hello?
Welcome. Please stay a while. May the Burned Queen watch over you.
You had me at welcome and lost me at Burned Queen.
Pray, she never hears you. Wodika forgets little. Come to pay your respects at the shrine, Envoy?
I'm an Imperial Envoy. It's my job to learn the lay of the land.
Praise you. I was hoping the Emperor would send more hands to help. These lands are in dire need of order. Just look at the state of this shrine. To show fealty to Wodika is to show fealty to our homeland. Without the patron of justice and oaths, there is no Adir. A shrine in this state does not befit a god of her stature. But one of her totems still rests here. It must still be a sacred place.
Sure love Wodika. If I didn't know better, I think you were still Grub.
If only I were so lucky. The paladins of Wodika only select the most powerful and devoted. But I dream of joining their ranks. To serve Inquisitor Ludwin would be a privilege. I've heard she is Wodika's will incarnated in a singular being. She might appreciate the totem of our god at this shrine. Totems like these are relics from a bygone era. There are legends about how the gods imbued them with their own essence. Can you imagine holding something like this in your hands? Alas, this one is a fragment of what it once was. What I would give to see what power it held.
The architecture is unlike any I have seen. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. All I can tell you is that it's very old. I suspect it was built for a different purpose before it became a shrine to Wodika.
There's a cartographer in Paradise who might be able to fill you in.
Really? I'll have to look for him the next time I'm on leave. If I'm ever on leave.
How's the restoration progressing?
Painstakingly. We don't have the right materials to rebuild the shrine, so we have to make do.
Nice work. It even smells better here.
I've asked for more supplies. Hopefully the quartermaster won't be foolish enough to refuse. The Burned Queen deserves everything from us. The sky, and the land, and the heads of her enemy.
Well, clearly you're busy. I've distracted you long enough.
Of course. Goodbye. Wait! You have an important mission, Envoy. Before you go, take the totem on the altar with you. I feel you should have it. Perhaps it will grant you the Burned Queen's grace on your journey. I will await its return.
I'll do that. So this must be it.
Looks like this thing's missing a few pieces. You people probably want to take it back to camp and study it, yeah?
Yeah. You call it Nindu. Hahaha.
Here they come.
I think we overdid it, guys.
Who's ready for more?
You know we could turn back at any moment. Nothing of value would be lost.
What's gotten into you? I've seen you enter an ogre's den with less reluctance.
No, that wasn't me. But it was. How am I ever supposed to return to the farm?
You alright?
Be careful, godlike. Runid has such power. God, such terrifying power.
Are you alright?
No, I don't think I am. He told me such terrible things. Wicked person in my last life. Evil to the core. So many dead. By my hands.
That was in the past. Leave it there. You're a different person now.
I suppose. But that doesn't change what happened. Entire families destroyed by me. Look, I just want to go back home to the farm. How can I possibly face anyone now, knowing what I know? I keep telling myself that that person, that murderer isn't me, but they were. They are.
If you really feel you need to atone, use this life to change the world for the better.
You really think someone with a tainted soul can do that? I hope you're right. Thank you, godlike. You've given me much to think on. Oh, make sure to toss a coin into the pond behind the Watcher's home after your reading.
Why is that?
Why, it's tradition. Runid doesn't accept payment for her readings. So this is what people do.
I don't accept payment for my advice either. You can just throw your coins at my feet.
What you do is your decision, but you have been warned.
If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
This is giving me the shakes. Right, maybe I'll stand outside.
Why have you come to me, godlike?
I've been hearing voices. Well, a voice, singular.
The echo of a past life, mayhaps. Common enough for one who has so recently died.
Word travels fast.
Let's have a look at you then. You who came to these shores on a royal errand. You who have died and returned. To open the door to your soul, we must first open a door to your mind. Now repeat after me. I stand on the shore between here and beyond.
I stand on the shore between beyond and here. Here and beyond.
Very good. Spoken with conviction.
I
I
did not
dip
spoke
my
with-
toe into bottomless depths.
I dip my foot into bottomless depths. My toe.
The lake is a mirror. The mirror is a door. And the door stands open.
The lake is a mirror. The mirror is a door, and the door stands open. Maybe I should close it.
A door? A garden gate?
Impossible. Someone is here with us? How? Who are you? What are you? Show me what you are.
A hand knocks on our bark. Do we answer? How can they see?
What is this I hear? Old and forgotten. Echoes of echoes. An uninvited passenger?
Now she's hearing voices. Great. Is that gonna cost us extra or something?
Curious. Something clings to your soul, felt but unseen.
Voices, echoes in the placid lake. Shelter the sea from winter. Who reaches for our bars? Who speaks?
Enough. I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was open. The door is shut, the reading finished. Well, that was truly unexpected.
I don't understand. What happened?
I am pleased to report I made contact with your soul, and then with something I cannot name. First, the good news. Not only is your soul healthy, it is strong, powerful. Strange for one who so recently died. Death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond, your soul was nurtured, protected, caged.
Soft. The shell cushions the egg.
You only live because someone would not permit you to die. But I wonder, who?
The voice in my head.
I can say much, but that thing, whatever it is, eludes me. It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a sonorous quality, like the music of a bell. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul, it has no chime. In its place, a thorn jabs at your essence, working its way to the surface.
I don't like the sound of that. Can you remove it?
One cannot remove something so deeply entwined with their nature. Not entirely.
Deny the heart. Air is not air.
I told you the good news. Now comes the bad, or the unusual. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's time is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn? That may be a curse.
Which one of the gods did this to me?
I cannot say. The gods must answer for their actions. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always signed their work, and none of them lay claim to you. Disturbing. Terrible. There are so few godlike remaining, and you are a stranger even among your own kind.
So I'm healthy, but cursed and alone.
Better luck in your next life. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor, but the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Atra, commune with it. Atra has a strong link to the beyond.
Thanks for the advice.
Before we close, have you any final questions?
The ambassador wants some assurance that I'm okay. Am I okay?
As you understand the word, yes. You fell into death, and a guiding hand lifted you back onto your feet.
That guiding hand, whatever it is, must be what brought you back to life at Liviana's.
Your soul is healthy, but it is also a mystery beyond my sight.
Okay. Can you tell my friend Marius about his soul?
Marius, I see terrible pain and the strength of will it takes to conceal it. I see jagged, self-inflicted scars.
Right. I could see that too if I don't get out of here soon.
Can you tell my friend Kai about himself?
Kai, your soul is heavy, burdened, yet something is missing. Something not easily replaced.
Hey, we don't need to make this all about me.
This has been in like... Thank you.
For us both, I assure you.
Glad someone got something out of this.
Safe travels, Godlike, and thank you for the glimpse at your wonderful soul. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful. Until then, you are bound to live a rich and complicated life.
Did you get any of that? That just sounded like a hot breeze to me.
This kind of thing makes my skin wrinkle. Let's get out of here.
Whoa. Hey, look. Copper coins. More. Even more. Are these all? Oh. Toss a coin to the witcher. Hey guys, guess what?
That's all of them.
Never saw it coming.
When there's one, there's more.
This one's mine.
Fertile land. Too good to be true, you said.
You were the one who told me we should try our hands at farming.
And under... If you came all this way for arable land, you might as well get back on your ship and leave.
Actually, words. Actually, I came on behalf of the Emperor of the Earth.
Maybe he can help us.
Not taking another stranger at their word.
He's a godlike, not a stranger. What have we got to lose? A gentleman sold us his farm, sight unseen, of course. He boasted of making a fortune off the living lands.
We risked everything for this opportunity, but the place is in shambles and the earth is barren.
It has Paradise Parade.
And who would help us? The Claviger is gone, the Adiran embassy has their hands full.
Do we find a way to squeeze life out of this dead farm? Or do we cut our losses?
Have you thought about making this a goat ranch instead?
A goat ranch? Huh.
Come to think of it, the island does have a breed of goat. It's supposed to be real ornery, but they're survivors.
I would be honored to finance your first goat on behalf of Edu.
You would? Gods, have you any idea what this could mean to us?
What did I tell you, you silly goose? We're going to be just fine. The gods have blessed us.
Well, the gods are one thing. I never expected such generosity from the Empire. Thank you. Truly.
I had no idea you were an expert in livestock. Know anything about raising chickens?
Should we tell them about the biting, or... No, they'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
Keep
I hear
quiet.
Zords.
A lot of explorers end up dead here. But, hey, they're not you.
Oh, great. Hi. Good job, Kai.
Another win, but who's counting?
Nice. Marius behind you.
One thing you could say about ogres, they rarely do sneak attacks.
A squad mate took a bet to steal an ogre's club. He lost that bet. And both arms.
You'll regret that.
Next one's mine. Come and get me!
Cool. Got you in the head.
Glad that's over.
Let's go.
Oh. Whoa. There we go.
Didn't stand a chance.
I know that. My boy, you can know for sure.
Boys like a truck before we get that
Aha! Doc, you need better armor. That's not hitting hard enough.
Nice.
Welcome back, Envoy.
Sorry, tell me. Did you? What exactly happened?
Apologies, friend. But that's none of your concern. I left there for a reason. And now I'm here. And that's all you need to know. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Speak to me when you've got something to turn in. Show it here.
The ogre is no more.
Remind me not to get on your bad side, Envoy.
Tempestuous London is dead.
Guess you were just the one storm she couldn't survive.
The Yellow Bandits have been killed.
It's a shame it had to be like this. Desperate times can drive good kith to do terrible things. Well, I'll be. That's all of the bounties. Mighty fine work, Envoy. Mighty fine indeed. Hope you're proud of all you've done. Thanks to you, Don Shore is safer for all of us.
Nice.
Gods protect you, wherever you are.
Hey, you could have a real future here if the Envoy thing doesn't work out.
Nice work on the bounties. Just don't get a big head about it.
Envoy, we've got a situation over here.
Okay.
Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
I wasn't about to let a few assassins keep me down.
I'm glad. I hate to admit it, but the guards could use your help. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through.
I can lend an extra pair of hands.
Find anything?
This grenade doesn't look very legal to me.
I knew you were hiding something. You'd better have an ironclad explanation for this.
I don't know anything. Someone's trying to set me up.
For the help, Envoy. I think I can handle it from here.
Nice.
Right here. This is where the Envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed.
Hello.
Well, I'll be chopped by a Zarep queen. You're that godlike from the docks.
I am.
I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers just falling out of the sky.
Sounds like you've had other visitors.
Indeed. A young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone.
Seems odd that they would come to a scholar for help.
They were asking all sorts of people. Seems like I was the only one willing to really speak to them. They were asking where they could find luminous Adra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough.
Where did you send them?
Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Adra to the island of Castel's Folly.
It's possible there's some still there.
Then we need to get to Castel's Folly.
Castle's Folly is the small island not far from here to the east. It's a difficult place to traverse, but those folks might be desperate enough to try. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Vaelion captain send you?
We just want to make sure that they're okay.
The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Ardra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castle's Folly, so I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Sometimes we get more contraband coming through here than honest goods.
Doesn't look like anything out there.
Yeah.
This flask is empty, but it reeks of swamp water and rancid berries.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
Time to pay the apothecary a visit.
Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Oh, or we can also deliver that note. To that lake.